Welcome back to the channel, your trusted source for the latest Iraqi Dinar news with your host, Bobby King. There's a lot to unpack today. This isn't just about one little thing, it's a very complex process. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and support this channel, because together, we're digging deeper and uncovering the truth behind Iraq's financial transformation. When people talk about Iraq today, they often reduce it to headlines, oil reserves, security struggles, or politics at play. But the truth is, Iraq's story at this moment is far more layered, far more dynamic, and frankly, far more shocking than most are paying attention to. Because what's unfolding in Iraq isn't about one small decision, one announcement, or one isolated reform. It's a complex, deliberate process that has been building for years. And the bottom line is this: Iraq has been quietly gathering, refining, and putting in place the technology and the components required to transform its financial identity. At the heart of it all? A real, effective exchange rate. Yes, you read that right. This isn't speculation. It isn't hype. It's about understanding the hidden gears of a country preparing itself for a shift that could ripple far beyond its own borders. The layers beneath the surface. Let's start here. Iraq is not the same country it was 20 years ago. That much is obvious. But what is less obvious is how deliberately it has been repositioning itself. On the surface, the country has faced visible hurdles, corruption scandals, political reshuffles, security headaches. Yet beneath that turbulence, a much quieter revolution has been taking place. The Central Bank of Iraq, government ministries, and private sector partners have been working in the background, step by step, to modernize financial infrastructure. This includes digital payment systems replacing outdated, cash-heavy transactions, banking compliance measures designed to align with international standards, technological upgrades in communication and security systems, legal reforms to untangle barriers that once scared away foreign investment. Each of these pieces, on its own, may not look earth-shattering. But put them together, and you begin to see the framework of a nation preparing to integrate on a global economic stage, on its own terms. The exchange rate question, and here's where it gets fascinating. Currency is more than paper and numbers. It's credibility, it's power, and it's a tool for trust. For Iraq, the dinar has long been a point of contention and speculation. The question many have asked, sometimes whispered, sometimes shouted, is, when will Iraq adjust its exchange rate to reflect the reality of its resources and potential? This is not just about a higher number on a chart. A real effective exchange rate would signal a recalibration of Iraq's value in the global marketplace. It would unlock new trade opportunities, stabilize investment flows, and send a clear message: Iraq is not limping along as a war-torn state. Iraq is standing up as a player in the new financial order. But this kind of move cannot happen overnight, and it cannot happen recklessly. That is why the accumulation of technology, compliance, and institutional groundwork matters so much. They are laying the track for the train before it leaves the station. Why it matters globally? Here's the shocker. Iraq's transformation is not just Iraq's business. It's the world's business. Think about it. Iraq holds some of the largest untapped energy reserves on the planet. It sits geographically at the crossroads of East and West, a strategic bridge between powerhouse economies. If Iraq manages to stabilize its currency and present itself as a secure and predictable financial partner, it doesn't just boost local confidence, it redraws economic maps. For international investors, this is a signal to pay attention. For regional players like Turkey, Iran, and the Gulf states, it's a potential shakeup of trade dynamics. And for global markets, it's another sign that the so-called periphery is no longer content being sidelined. The hope behind the complexity, of course, there are skeptics. Some say Iraq is too bogged down in corruption. Others believe entrenched powers won't allow a major shift in currency policy. But history shows us something important. Countries that endure the hardest struggles often surprise the world with the boldest moves. And Iraq has been surprising the world for decades. Surviving. Adapting. Rising when written off. The hope lies in this. All the quiet accumulation we've seen, new technologies, stricter banking oversight, international partnerships, points to a nation determined not just to exist, but to thrive. A real effective exchange rate is not just a financial adjustment. It's a declaration of intent. It's Iraq saying, we will not be underestimated anymore. Final word. Watch closely from the outside. It may look like just another news cycle about Iraq. But look closer, and you'll see the signs of something far bigger. This is not about one little thing. It's a mosaic of reforms, technologies, and strategies converging toward a seismic shift. When Iraq finally reveals the full picture of what it has been preparing, the shockwaves will be felt worldwide. And those who thought it was just talk will realize that the groundwork was being laid all along. So pay attention. Watch carefully. Because when Iraq steps forward with a real effective exchange rate, it won't just be an economic story. It will be a story of resilience, rebirth, and a nation reclaiming its rightful place on the global stage. In the end, I want to ask all my friends watching to stay positive and patient, because patience truly is the key to success. Please subscribe to my channel and show your support. Wishing you all a wonderful day. Thank you so much.